how can you tantalize the audience a little bit about this relationship?
I'll start because I was thinking about this morning, about part of the excitement and challenge and all the things going into a new work for myself, right? And then also doing a little bit of research and watching videos and reading and what I read, like the New York Times article, all these things that I'm just trying to prepare. But this idea of this woman who is very different than the way that I think most leading women are written, right? She's she's neurotic and learns these lessons at the moment and lies and actively lies, which, sometimes in school, as you're learning, like, the characters don't lie while they're on stage. They tell the whole, especially in Shakespeare, you tell all the truth. But this woman straight up just lies. And then you find out in scene 2 that she was lying. And so how to play that and to make it interesting and to live in that, but also, how to create a character who is living on the edge constantly and has so many faults and so human. So I know this woman well. In my life, I've met her. She's in my family. And so to be able to personify this character in a believable, true way is, I think, something that I have not had the experience of doing with the multiple, mostly Shakespeare, and then, of course, Octavio Solis's plays that I've gotten to play some really fierce women, but who are truth tellers. And that's what they do. They are here to give the truth and the comedy, but not this one. Not this one. No, not at all. No.
I love looking at, who I am at the beginning and who I am at the end. And that arc, which is, this kind of the story of the character, the story of the play, is so extraordinary for Alex, Just looking at the where the character begins and where the character ends. And what's interesting is that arc, that journey of the change that happens to the character is what I'm concentrating on. That's the story I'm concentrating on telling. And the change that happens to Alec in this play is amazing, because he's 75 years old. And take it from me, at that point, you feel like you've gone through the final changes that you're going to go through, and your life basically is going to be like this from then on. And it just totally isn't, because of what happens with Georgie and the chaos that she brings into his life, and the truth and pain and vulnerability and courage that her influence excites in Alec, and so it creates a story so totally character driven. That's the thing I love about it. There's nothing external happening to push these characters one way or another. It's entirely the reaction of what you do to me and what I do to you. That, there is the external of your offspring, but I think it's a fascinating, a character that has fascinating opportunities. Every scene has key moments, again, like Ibsen, where something strange is. I call them hinge moments. We're going along in this way, all of a sudden, boom, we're not doing that anymore, and now we're doing this.